Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to part 6 of Let's Play Tyranny Blind. In the last part, we came to an ambush, which took up, I'm not going to lie, the majority of the episode, and all we did was talking. But unfortunately, well, actually, fortunately, I love the talking aspects. That is basically what RPGs are, and we have to accept this. We were encountered, and that was it. Nothing.
Can't do that.
We were encountered by Ebb the Witch, or Ebb the Stormcaller, or Tide. Well, she was part of a Tidewaker, and she wanted a truce. But I think, ladies and gentlemen, you should go to the last part, and you should find out what she wanted to talk about. Edicts of Execution. We're feeling so much happier now that we're fretting death. I mean, wow, death was such a lovely thing. Okay, let's continue on to the Scarlet Chorus camps. There we go, because we need to unfortunately see the Scarlet Chorus about some things. Yes, of course, that is what we will do when we can do it. Okay, here we go. And I can't actually go any further up this way. Actually, I want to check something. How do we camp? I haven't spent talent points. Ooh. Okay. Oh, so we have talent points per tree. That is interesting. So I have one in power. Stance Mighty, an aggressive stance that focuses on powerful strikes that penetrates the foe's armor, but apparently we can't get those yet because we need to spend a point up this way. So we need to spend a point on one of these. Palm strikes. Perform a powerful palm strike to the target chest, interrupting them, pushing them back, and silencing them for a spellcasting. A sweeping cyclone attack. Yep, that one. Oh, no, sorry, that is the number of points we have in this skill tree. It's not right, no, so yeah, I'm confused. It is Barik who has leveled up, not me. So we're going to make him a Punisher or a Sentinel. Actually, we're going to go for Sentinel, and we're going to give him that. There we go. So it wasn't me, unfortunately. We do have an attribute level up, though, so that's nice. And again, it's for Barik. So he is primarily a strength, I'm guessing, so we'll give him another strength point. So let's go to me. Let's go to tents. Ooh. There it is, the Potion of Elemental Barrier. That's, I'm pretty sure, the one we got. So Barik is going to be a very... yeah, he's heavy armored, but we can't take his stuff on him because they're fused with him. But he looks pretty fucking badass, I'm not going to lie. And his backup weapons apparently is dual blades, or that's... or, no, that's just swords on his back. My apologies. So, I would like to upgrade my armor, I'm not going to lie. Broken helmet cannot be used, but... yeah, these aren't as good as my stuff, though, so... yeah, I think we're just going to... leave what we've got at the moment. We could hide helmets. If we we can't hide his helmet. We can hide specific characters' helmets. Now, how do we camp? That's something I'm interested in. Oh, here we go. Scarlet Chorus, favor. Not much. It's favored. We're nearly at 2. So. And the Vrendian Guard, we've got some wrath and some favor. Barik, again, these guys, we mostly have just loyalty. Even though we have loyalty with someone who's not even a friend of ours. Archons, the Voices of Narat. Yeah, we do not have no relation. But yeah, Graven Ash, we fought with him, so he's accepting of us. And yeah, we can't really do that, so that's it. Is there a button to camp? There it is. Yes. Please don't take too long. We still have 8 days, so it's fine. But now, Verse is healed, so these are the chorus grounds. Stay up, they'll get lost. The guard places a hand on her belt as you approach, gripping the hilt of her blade. Past this point is chorus territory, and you don't look like someone's conscript. You sure you're in the right place? I'm gonna glare silently. The guard tenses up, locking eyes with you. That walking hunk of rust. What's he? She? Maybe it's doing... Maybe it's... What? Maybe it doing here. Oh, he, she, maybe it doing here. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna step Inkling close and push her down. Before she can draw her blade, you advance, place your foot behind hers, and give her a stiff shove on the shoulder. Caught off balance, she tumbles backwards, triggering an outburst of laughter in the other guard. I can't believe you sassed the Fatebinder. You're such a stupid ponce. Didn't I tell you we had a special guest coming tonight? Or coming? The guard waves you in, smile. It waves you in with a smile. Come on in. And don't let that ninny shitters in the camp give you any gruff. It's basically been a quite asshole worked. I was hoping it would. Ooh, there's something to touch over here. I like touching things. I have not got enough lore, so we're not going to touch that. There we go, it's Fifth Eye we came to see. So let's talk to Fifth Eye. The binder of Tunon arrives, squealing with teenagers' timber. The Fifth Eye's voice makes your gums itch and your fingernails feel in need of a trim. And we just finished having a bit of sport with some captives, but worry not, we'll have more fun with another batch momentarily. Dressed in the bronze red regalia of the crimson spears, the Fifth Eye beckons you to come stand close, wagging a blood-splattered glove. Now that you have issued the edict and dooms us all to die, have you come to help us climb out of this hole? Chirps of laughter emanate from under his mask. I trust you are getting your warriors ready for battle. We know the Oathbreakers are focused in the citadel beneath the mountain spire, but we have learned this this is not their only nest. The Fifth Eye wags a hand in the air with a high-pitched squeal of displeasure. Given that the pattern of attacks, they must have a second group maintaining camp here in the Outer Valley. And unless we deal with this second group, they'll attack from behind the moment we cross the river. You have how large a force, and for all these weeks you've let the enemy move freely through the valley? I'm hurt! Insult my manners on maturity, but do not insinuate that I sit idle while there's blood to be shed. The Kingdom's spear slaps his fist together. We have dealt with countless Oathbreakers, but one group still remains at large despite our best efforts. Captain Pelox's crew constantly invade or kill our own gangs. So you need help taking out these Oathbreakers? And while a good old-fashioned slaughter would be an effective solution, the smarter answer is not to kill them, but to add their strength to our own. My last group of scouts returned with a new batch of prisoners, and one of these prisoners claims she can lead us to the Varangian Guard's second camp, though there are shreds of deception in her voice. I could use her help questioning this very Kel. Perhaps you will get less screams and tears and more useful information out of her. If we knew where to ambush the Oathbreakers, we could try and take their captain and show him the wisdom of joining the chorus. Well, this is a point. I mean, this is definitely something my character would say. Why not just answer the Archon of Secrets? I thought he could interrogate anything. An unintelligible mutter escapes from under the Fifth Eye's mask as his posture stiffens. I do not tell the voices of the rat what to do, nor do I question his motives. The Archon is busy plotting the effective destruction of these Oathbreakers and is not to be disturbed. I've known the Archon to demand personal interrogations, but it's only ever been with leaders, mages, or other of Gurat's or great merit. I've often imagined the interrogation process not to be taken lightly. Perhaps it's downright exhausting for Nat. I will speak with the prisoner. I will meet you there. She's waiting by the other prisoners. So we could just mess about. This is it. Scarlet Fury. Sniggerling Darius.
Sorry, I can't.
Let's go talk to him. Upon noticing your approach, the merchant straightens his posture and smiles. What an honor! The name Snigler Dagos. Originally from the relative tranquility of the Northern Empire, I've since accepted a nomadic life for the sake of keeping Chorus's forces supplied with only the finest goods, local and imported. Let's see your wares. He winces a little. It's not much, but let me know if you see anything that piques your interest. Ooh. Is that a spear? No, it's a foreign weapon. Then I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I was so close to giving a shit, and then it wasn't what I want. Ooh. Chorus level armor. It's actually better. But it is 13 bronze rings. I do not have 13 bronze rings. Adds loads of bronze rings to me, so I'm just going to do it. Yeah, I want that armor. Scarlet Fury gloves. Better than my... Oh no, yeah, better than my equipment. Scarlet Fury helmet, better. Horde boots. Yeah, I'm not going to take them, so there we go. Oh. Let's trade that, and then we'll cancel out, and I will equip my new stuff. Yeah, we look bitchin'. I mean, we now have took a more Scarlet Fury approach, but they had armor I could use, and I kind of wanted, so... we will, for the most part, just use whatever armor I want. Show the long-term exposure to tense fire. This is reg. I'm not really going to talk to people who I don't see interesting at the moment. I just want to get this... I'm too worried about the time delay.
You learn something every day.
Apparently we learn something every day. Hail, Fatebinder of Tunon. The disfavored officer pounds a heavy gauntlet against his chest in a stiff but warm greeting. Were I a betting or a superstitious man, I'd say fortune must favor me this today, am I not? But I'm pleased to meet you all the same. Now, what brings you to my little slice of this personal domination, otherwise known as... He spreads his thickly gloved hands wide. This here mud and shit stinking chorus camp. Have you anything you'd like to report, soldier? Maybe you've noticed something unusual during your time here. He cants on his head onto one side, taken aback. What about the chorus isn't unusual? The army itself is strange, malnourished beast. But no. The screamers seem mostly in order, sir. And anything I haven't been spying, if that's what you're implying, sir. Still as a post, he studies you sharply, scarcely appearing to breathe. Chorus, even if I was, it'd be damned impossible to learn anything from their shit sty. Fifth Eye and those damned furies, well, furries, don't even loop me in enough for me to do my detail, and it's not my lack of trying on my part. What do you mean? I'm not here just to keep a steady eye on the Oathbreakers, who they gave far too much freedom after conscripting. I'm here to be a resource for the benefit of both armies. I can provide insight regarding proper stratagem, and request a stock of the troops from the Iron Marshal Eranos for reinforcements needed. But they won't listen to me, nor confide in me, nor fight beside the brethren I could request. Well, there's nothing I can do about that, so farewell. Or nothing I want to do about that. There he is. Let's go speak to him. The Fifth Eye, commander of the local Scarlet Chorus, serves his camp, watching in stillness as all manner of violence and revelry occur around him. Give us a slight nod at your approach. Was there anything else? No. I'm guessing I meant to talk to the prisoner. Aha! Please, someone. I wish to bow before the voices of Narat. I thought all could find redemption in the chorus. A woman in the makeshift armor of the Vendrian Guard lurches forward in agony. Her soiled, trembling legs suggest she has been forced to stand for days. This one. He flappantly waves at the prisoner. Was hollering earlier that she knows the location of the Vendrian Guard encampment, but she isn't being entirely honest. I told this thing, the prisoner turns pale a moment before a look of determination comes over her face, that I wanted to guarantee I'd lived and be welcomed into the chorus as a captain. Then I'll talk. Otherwise, they'll just kill me once I've opened up. I was dumb enough to join the Vendrian Guard, but I'm not dumb enough to give away my bargain in bronze. Why should I trust the words of an Oathbreaker? I suppose I have no answer for that. Farria's eyes fall to the ground as she swallows nervously. When I joined with the Vendrian Guard, I accepted their broken vow unto myself. Have you not felt the passion for a foolish cause? Once you later came to regret, well, my surrender isn't sincere. and I'm willing to bow to the voices of Nerat to prove it. Tell me what you know, and I can see to your release. I've heard the chorus is looking for Captain Pelox Florian and his crew. I can lead you to them, but only if you release me. She turns her head, taking a long look at the skewered and smouldering corpses around her. She tugs at the restraints, but to no avail. So apparently, raising your voice is athletics. We could tell she's signed, but you know what? I'm authoritarian. Let's do this. Start talking now. Well, you see, shaken by your demand, her lips move wordlessly for several seconds. So, I don't know exactly where the rest of my crew is, but I can tell you. She shakes her head, catching her breath. Search that one. She reaches up with her right leg and points with her foot, calling attention to a nearby pile of corpses. The tall, dark one, missing most of his face, checked his left boot. He was the literate one in our crew. He had the orders. With a snap of his fingers, a pair of choirmen yank the boots off the fallen guardsman. A rolled parchment slides out of his boot and is thrust into Fifth Eye's hands. He unfurls the scroll to give it a read. It's nonsense, just a mash of words. Laughter erupts from under the mask. She said she had information. She gives us garbage. Slay this wretch for wasting our time. He snaps his finger at the nearby Scarlet Fury, who promptly snatches a long knife from her belt. I heard her say she'd swear fealty to the voice of the net. Initiation rite would be in order. Seeing as you're an expert on the subject of fate, I will entertain your wisdom on the matter. What then would you propose we do with her? So I normally justify my decision, but that I didn't. But so the reason we did that is because, again, we respect the law, and she has pledged herself, so we only must take it as sincere until we know otherwise. So, I think the best doing this is a good old murdering is in order. So, oh crap! I didn't even read the top one. I read the middle one, but yes, I think the top one's definitely. We point to the two other prisoners. Let's test her loyalty. Varia, kill these guardsmen with something blunt. Varia looks at the prisoners, wants her eyes, and closes her eyes as her bonds are untied. The onlookers snicker and cheer when a heavy rock is placed in her hand. Mouthing something inaudible, she lifts the rock high above her head and smashes it down on the prisoner's skull, wincing back a scream as she hoists the stone over her head a second time to finish the job on the other prisoner. The belated rocks hit the ground and Varia slumps to her knees in defeat a moment later. Good, good. Fifth Eye places his bloodied hand on the trembling woman soldier and nods to her. Welcome to the Scarlet Chorus. Do not fail us. As a pair of soldiers come to lift Varia, the Fifth Eye turns to you, his voice filled with glee. Where's a slave to clean up the offal when you need it? We're no closer to finding the Oathbreaker's position, not with this cryptid mess. She promises answers she gave us, all she gave us was gibberish.
Sorry to interrupt, but I highly doubt it's gibberish. More likely, it's one of the local scripts.
The voice comes from another prisoner tied next to Varia. An older gentleman with the quills, ink vials, and parchment scrolls one finds of the sage of the school of ink and quill. Ink smudges over his cheeks, temples, and ears. His clothes appear charred, and between the rips of fabric you spot burn scars along his arms. Despite being emaciated and tied to a post, he offers beaming smile. I'll indulge him. Can you read this?
Well, let me see. I can't.
You hold the parchment in front of the bound sage, and his eyes dart down the length of the missive. He reads the words a second time, nodding in silence.
So, I don't know exactly what it says, but I'm half certain that's Sage Selwyn's handwriting. I'm sure I could decipher that in a few hours' time. Don't need my hands free, but I think better when not tied to a post. I know, I'm weird that way.
A few hours. Either you can read it or you cannot. What use is a sage that doesn't know his letters? I've heard all I need to hear. I say we have some fun with this one. It can't hurt to give him a few hours. You read the edict. I don't need to tell you that the sundial is working against us. This adult old bag is just trying to stall us. The voices of the narrator will be upset to know you squandered a source of enemy intelligence. How true. Then we shan't put him to waste. He will serve as a most riveting source of amusement as we put him on trial.
Fatebinder, I beseech you, be my advocate for this trial. I'm no fool. I know the chorus uses blood, not words, to settle these matters. But you are a servant of the Archon of Justice, are you not?
Or I could just do something more entertaining, which is... release this prisoner at once. I'm taking him into my custody. Not a chance. He's our prisoner. If you think you can crack the information we need out of his skull without troubling the Archon, that's one thing, but you're not walking out of here with our property. Oh, sweet. Did you tell me no? Nah. Wow, I can do voices. I'm great with voices, me. The chorus warrior emits a whimpering squeal as you grab him on the chin of his mask and pull him up close. Gloved hands pressing against you, but try as he might, his push cannot exceed your pull. So we can gain wrath and favor. Very brave as you... my words. Very brave of you to insult me to my fate. Let's have your little trial. Did you hear that? Brothers and sisters, raising his arms to the sky, the fifth eye roars for all nearby to hear. Trial by combat is upon us. The sage is unbound from the post, stiff legs nearly buckle as he attempts to walk, and his arms flex and fall in his new freedom. Wiping sweat and grime from his brow, the sage steps close to you with a nervous smile. Rhythmic roaring and the stomping of hundreds of feet in unison flood the camp. Horsemen begin to cycle and swirl about, brandishing weapons and cheering. If they've got this worked up to fight an enemy, I ventured the war would be over by now. Begin the chant of gathering. Let the warriors know tonight entertainment will soon commence. And I am going to deal with this entertainment. Brothers and sisters, who amongst us you sets the standard for strength? Who amongst you will help winnow the weak from the strong? The fifth eye waves his hands in the air, drawing in a gathering of chorus soldiers. Claimants have been assembled now that the trial of the Oathbreaker begin.
Heads up, we have company.
Right, so let's have a look at some stuff. So we have the old sage helping us. He's a healer, or quickening. Restore. Yeah, he's a healer. I was right. So I'm going to go first. Oh, I have unspent points. Well, we'll deal with that after the fight. So I'm going to use this to deal with this bitch first. You, sir, are going to use your free. You're going to get all of them. You're helping me do my attack first. Okay, you are going to... you're going to actually use a Quill Strike on this bitch. I am now going to use my number 3 on this guy. I'm basically going to try and disorganize the ones we need to. Okay, you need to now use your heal on her. Or reverse. I'm going to use Sunder on this bitch now. Sundering the enemy is a good idea. Use your abilities, my good friend.
Let us take them together.
My thrust did not seem to work.
Stand together.
I think we should use this ability. What the hell did that do? That didn't seem anywhere cool. Iron Tolling. Barrack and the Fatebinder both bang on their shields and armor, harassing the enemy. Oh, basically it's just a harassment. That's fine. Oh yes, you sir must... Oh, you can't heal yet. Okay. This bitch must die then. There we go. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to end this part here. If you guys enjoyed, and come back to the next part to see how the rest of the adventure unfolds. See you guys then.